But the rewarding thing about that is knowing that you're making a difference in somebody's life.
Absolutely.
Touching the community, caring for one another. You know, tell me about some of the experiences maybe that you've faced or seen.
Tell you about the very first single family case that I worked, because I was not prepared for this.
Right.
It was in Whitley County. An individual's home burnt in the middle of the night. Got a call from the fire department first, and made arrangements to meet the family at 8 o'clock at McDonald's in Corbin. And the family came in, a toddler about 3 years old wearing a large t-shirt, man wearing clothing that, you know, 2 or 3 sizes too small, the woman wearing a man's t-shirt. 2 out of the 3 people were barefoot.
Right.
They watched their home burn in the middle of the night. Everything they owned was gone.
Right.
And all I could provide them with was 3 nights in a motel and a credit card with money on it to buy clothing and food,
right,
which doesn't really replace what they lost, but it gives them time to start replacing those things. And it was such an emotional event, I really wasn't ready for it. I didn't know what to expect.
Right.
I hate to think that I have hardened over the years working these cases. Well, I know I haven't. I still get emotional with every case.
Right, exactly.
So, but it's such a wonderful experience. Had a family of 5 in Rockcastle County. A mother, 4 children. Fortunately, they were away. The kids were in school, the mother was at work, and the home burnt. And she got a call from the next door neighbor saying your house is on fire. And lost everything. You know, we, along with providing that credit card with X number of dollars on it, we do referrals. And because I know some of the agencies that can help in Rockcastle County and Madison County, which was close, I could get her to some of the agencies that would help her until the insurance pays and she can find another place and that sort of thing. So it's a team effort. It's not just the American Red Cross. You
know, that is so wonderful. And not only are you helping this community and these counties that are surrounding us, Southeast Kentucky, the American Red Cross can go to New Orleans.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it's a worldwide effort.
Absolutely. We basically have 2 types of volunteers.
Right.
We have a local volunteer, people that want to work in the community. They're not interested in traveling. Normally, these are the volunteers that have a job, have a family, they can't get away, but they still want to get involved. And we have plenty of work for them to do in the communities. I have wonderful volunteers in Bell County that when I go to training or take a vacation, they take my disaster phone and they cover my 12 counties out of Bell County. Now, how wonderful is that?
Right.
Then we have the nationally deployable volunteers, the people who are interested in going to a disaster anywhere in the country.
Right.
And that takes extra training. It takes extra preparation because they are literally in a database and on call. Now, they are volunteers, and in each case, you can always say no.
Right.
And people have a family, they can't get away.
Can't travel.
And you know, we have to call several volunteers to get one that is available. So that's why we need as many as possible registered with that background check who can help us so that we can go through the list, call the ones, see who's available. And
you know, in my opinion, that's one of the part of the American spirit is giving and helping.
Oh, it is.
You know, you see the relief efforts on TV, you see the American Red Cross there, you see people's homes demolished and things, but they're on the scene. It just gives you a sense of pride.
It does. And even the floods that affected Knox County and Bell County, you know, I had registered volunteers come in from the area or out of the area because I didn't have anybody in Knox County that had that background check. But I'd say at least 60, 70 people in Knox County came, knocked on the door wanting to help. How can we help? We want to volunteer. Well, again, without that background check, it makes it very difficult for us. We have to team them up with a certified volunteer and they escort them around. So we use people in the community. and we get a wonderful turnout. The people want to help, but they don't think ahead and they don't plan with these various organizations. I encourage anyone to contact Southern Baptist Convention,
okay,
the Christian Appalachian Project, the American Red Cross, any of these organizations. Contact them ahead of time and say, hey, how can I help in the event of a disaster? Plan ahead. Because once the disaster happens, we don't have time to do registration forms, background checks, and that sort of thing. We're tending to the people that are affected by the disaster.
Be prepared and ahead of time.
Exactly.
You know, and I've noticed that your offices is right beside the Laurel County Courthouse.
Yes.
Is that, what's the name of that street right there?
That's 5th Street.
East 5th Street in
Yes.
London.